What's up, YouTube? This is Average Aaron coming at you guys again with another auto repair video. This time it's in the engine compartment of our 2003 Dodge Ram 2500 SLT 5.7 liter Hemi engine. So I was getting the engine code P0442, small evap leak. I've done a few things already. I replaced the PCV valve, which is that blue piece back there. I got a video on that. You can search it and find it. I went underneath the truck on the driver's side and I replaced the leak detection pump. And now here I've got the, I believe it's called a vapor purge canister. And I want to show you the new part, what it's supposed to look like. I've already put it on because I really struggled to get the original one off. It was rusted. Even though it's plastic, the metal had rusted and expanded into these grooves. Really hard to get out. So I sprayed some PB Blast, WD-40, and I put some ice on it to try to shrink the metal to try to get this off. I was desperate. Got to be careful though to not get ice anywhere. So normally you should be able to do this without having to remove your battery or without having to remove your relay center here either. I've got it hooked in already. Anyway, I had this bad boy out and up over here so that I could see down. I'm going to try to get down there where it is. This is the back side of the clip. That square right there, that's where it goes. So I had to press in the side clips so I could slide it forward and get it off that point of attachment. As we come out, I just removed that to have space. All right, and the way I did that, it seats in these two grooves here on the battery box. So watch for those when you're pulling it. But also to begin with, I obviously pulled the battery. And I was gonna remove this whole thing. I already pulled the bolts for it, but I didn't realize how much was involved. So I didn't remove the battery holder here, but I did move the fuse and relay center, this piece here, to get out of the way so I could get my hands underneath it. And yours, if it's not as rusted, you should be able to get right at it and come at it from this way and press the tab. Now, as you can see on mine, this is the old one. If yours is 17 years old like mine, it'll break right there. So even though there's this tab to press, it doesn't move this piece right here down any because it's broke. So my problem was I had to come at it with a side with a screwdriver, push this in, and I actually had a friend, and I was able to get a screwdriver on the back side, and I put it right here, and I hammered it in. Now what that looks like when it's down here in the system, you're gonna have this hammer in here like this, and you're not gonna have much room to get a hammer in there and hit it this way. That's how I did that. I did it on the top, and I did it on the bottom here. It was a real challenge, but it finally came off, and you guys can see the rust and corrosion that's left over even after spraying it. But it's in there pretty good. That might even be part of the bracket in there still. I haven't put the new one on yet, but I will be doing that here shortly. Another thing I will point out is for this evap system, make sure you don't get everything tangled in here like I have. But these two hoses, they're connected right here. And when you get them off, you can use a flathead screwdriver, but don't use a real tiny one because you don't want to poke a hole in it. But obviously you can't use a real big one, otherwise it won't fit. So fortunately, when I did my fender flare video, it came with a little plastic tool like this, had a flat end. So I was able to just work it around those inside of those little rubber hoses here and get them off. Now they come off on the front there, and then also this bad boy clips in on top. Let's see, where's the end of that? It's around here somewhere. I will find it, and it plugs in. Oh, let me pause and find the end of this. Where did it go? I found it. It was hiding from me. It's stuck all the way down here underneath the fuse because this will sit on a bracket right down here, and you just plug that in. And it has this red clip that goes across the top that'll show you all how to get that out as well too once I put it back together. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount this back in there and put back together some of the parts, and then I'll tell you the steps that I did there to get to that point. I'll be right back. All right, one of the things I wanted to mention too is because that was so rusty, that metal rusty spot down in there. Good night. Put some stuff together, I can't even show you. All right, so right there, so I sprayed it with some carb cleaner and sanded it off to try to have it be a little bit flatter so I could put the part on a little easier. I'm gonna pause and then we'll come back and hopefully I'll have the piece on. All right, as you can see, we got the new one on there and it is looking fabulous. Got that little red tab in there. It's pretty torn up from the pliers getting it off, but that was a butt to get out of there. Ended up using vice grips because I couldn't keep it with pliers, and it took some work to get it out. Then you got to make sure you run it underneath your negative terminal, and also have the point for the ground back on there, and then I'm going to put the battery back, but that's not something you guys need to be shown. But hopefully this added some value and helped a little bit. If you guys are ever replacing the Purge canister, I can't remember the exact name for it. When I got the part, let's go over here and see this. It is Duralast solenoid PV0342. Vehicle electronics. Yeah, anyway, don't remember the exact name of it. It's Purge valve something or other, but got to do the bolts. I'm gonna put the battery back in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, hit like and subscribe down below, because I need them likes, and you need these random videos about fixing vehicles that you don't own but may own one like it and can adapt this video for your purposes. Again, hope this helps. Hit like and subscribe. I don't think I've said that enough, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch, and we will see you guys next time.